Thank you very much. Danke, thank you very much, Teresa. So then we move further with, we will invite now Seraina Rohrer. She will be presenting a presentation called Funding at the Intersection of Art, Science and Technology. Seraina, is the head of Innovation and Society Sector since 2020 and member of the Executive Committee of the Swiss Arts Council Pro Helvetia. She studied communication, film studies, and computer sciences at the University of Zurich. Her PhD was visiting scholar at the UCLA in California for several years. She lived in Mexico and the US, where she worked as a curator and independent journalist. From 2011-2019, she directed the Stockholm Film Festival, one of the Switzerland's largest cultural events, and between 2003 and 2009, she was the press officer of the International Locarno Film Festival. Welcome, Seraina. So the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and to speak to you a little bit about what we are doing. Maybe just referring to the talk we just heard. In Switzerland, we have the situation that politics has realized it's a good thing to invest at this intersection. So the lobbying was done beforehand, and we're now in the situation that we have a program, a 4-year program, investing at this intersection between art, science, and technology, and really can start funding projects in that sense. Just to get an idea of really briefly who we are the National Arts Council in Switzerland. In Switzerland, cultural funding is kind of complex because we have the cities who have the lead always, then we have the cantons, and then we have the state or the national level, and the national level is only responsible for projects that have an international realm or can really go beyond Swiss borders. The next, that's one of the I would say, particularities. And one of the important things is also that we try to stimulate new directions. So maybe a city doesn't have the means to invest at this intersection, art, science, and technology, and we do. As you can see, a lot of our activities are in Switzerland. Last year, we funded over 1,600 projects. We also have a big global network with antennas or satellites, as we call them. And we really have people stationed in these places. They're all local, so they come from the respective scenes. And the idea is really to allow cultural practitioners to have an easier access if they want to go on a tour, if they want to collaborate with these areas. The people we have in these areas are really looking for partners and kind of trying to help the artists that go there. We fund projects across all artistic disciplines, and also we have a special sector on transdisciplinarity. So just to get a notion of what money-wise, how this is distributed, the budget we have is 43 million a year. Just for you to get a notion on why we started working at this intersection, the department I created when I arrived works in a way that we want to proactively stimulate tendencies or transformation processes. And we have also one program on diversity, we have one on sustainability. So those are all of these kind of topics, and one is, as I just said, art, science, and technology. For this topic, the reason we do it is that we had a lot of artists saying that they would really like this to work more deeply in this field, and the main thing that was said is that they missed connections to institutions, to either science institutions or technological institutions. So the goals we defined was pretty much based on that survey that we made, and those are the four goals, or the four main goals. One is really connecting artists with actors from the fields of science and technology. The second one is funding projects. That's an easy one. The transfer of knowledge, the exchange between artists and scientists and between the different formats. And last but not least, the promotion of these projects abroad. And as you can imagine, with our global network, that's always a part of the work we do. So last year we launched the project, and I'm just giving you a couple of examples on what kind of formats we have. We have a partnership with CERN, and this is a pretty much, I would say, a classical residency, and artists can select, and then they go to CERN for around 3 months. They work there, and they are really in a close dialogue with artists, with scientists. At the same time, we have created partnerships, and this is probably really what we try to do all the time, is really partner up, collaborating. We don't think we can do this by ourselves, but we really try to collaborate. So for this program, we have, with CERN, partnered up with other institutions, such as the South African Observatory. There is a joint program together where an artist from the region, South Africa or extended region, and a Swiss artist, they do a joint residency and meet up with scientists. And the same holds true. We already did this once for Chile. Here a picture at the ALMA Observatory in the Atacama Desert, another initiative where it's really the dialogue, the conversation between scientists and artists that we hope to facilitate and to finance, of course. To give you another example, which is a bit maybe more particular to Switzerland, we partnered up with the Swiss Polar Institute, and here the format was a tandem, so a scientist and an artist. They could first of all talk to each other. What we did is a matchmaking session. So we, the two institutes made a call for applicants, and it was basically an afternoon where you could get to know and speed date scientists and artists, and then decide if you wanted to apply for a tandem. What is really important for us in this format, it doesn't have to have an outcome. It can really be open, it can really be a dialogue, it can be a research, it can be whatever. And if it works between the couple, then they can go on a trip, be to the high mountain region or to a polar region. This has actually been done, and as you can imagine, nice pictures come out of this, and a lot of fruitful collaborations. Another format, but I will not delve into that, is between nano arts and artists. This we have just launched. You can have a look at our website. And another is this podcast that I can recommend. Art Meets, and it can be astronomy, it can be neuroscience. So to really give these topics a little bit more visibility, because we realize that this dialogue between artists and scientists sometimes really fruitful, can be really fruitful, but can also lead to a lot of points that have not previously been here. The reason I'm here, or the reason why we decided to present here, is that next year we will be launching a call for the first time for institutions. We realized that it's very interesting to have institutions working in science and with artists collaborating and really developing projects. And next year we are really trying to launch this, or we are launching this international call on the collaboration between institutions working in this field. The call is not out yet. It will be out here at the end of the year, but I'm very looking forward to give you also more information on that. And if you're interested to follow up on this topic, you can contact me or my collaborators. Leonie Thalmann, she's really the one in the middle. She can unfortunately not be here today, but she's the one in charge of the whole program, leading the program, and she will be happy to give you any additional information on that. Thank you a lot for your attention, and I'm looking forward to the questions and an exchange with you. Thank you.